This Source Speaks transmission is dedicated to understanding the mind and a return to innocence for the being that is embodied. And we're going to start by centering ourselves with the breath. Prepare to receive. Find a comfortable position where you can sit up straight or lay down flat and feel your spine. Preparing together to open up to higher intelligence, source energy. Find the portal at the crown of the head expand, and simultaneously at the tailbone, these hollow spheres will meet and match the heart space so that there is openness, expansion, and readiness, preparedness for energy to flow through these energy centers, allowing for a deeper grounding and a rising up of the antenna through a silver cord of light all the way to the heavens, and simultaneously being stretched all the way down through our grounding rod to the crystalline core, accessing our core essence, connection to the soul of the earth, harmonizing with the electromagnetic field that pulses around the heart space and matches the hologram of the earth plane. Feeling your sit bones spread for that portal to open even more. Feel the mind relax and the eyes soften, so the upper chakra can access the symbology, the higher feeling tones and octaves of divine self. And center yourself in the heart space with the breath, the chest rising and falling with every inhalation and exhalation. Filling ourselves up to wholeness as we open to this grace and ease, expanding in all directions, places, spaces, and times, finding the access point in the zero space of the now. We are ready. The physical form is surrounded by a body of light, a golden bubble encompassing a vibrant, iridescent pyramid of white light. And everyone's in their own golden bubble. Our own golden bubble defines our space. And we're clearing all the other energies out, sending them back to their source, so we can feel our true selves, know who we are, understand our essence from a deep place of feeling, of experiencing. And then we deepen our roots and expand our branches so that we connect to the consciousness grid, the golden, divine, new earth consciousness grid. We're sealed in with an electric blue trim and vibrant purple film, and we're filtering out all the low frequencies of fear, doubt, worry, guilt, shame, sabotage. connecting to the pristine divine blueprint of the original core self, soul essence. Let this feel good, and just breathe into your field, your body of light, your pillar. Letting liquid, electric, plasmic gold love fill your entire body, showering down from the heavens, rising up from the molten lava core of the earth. Getting clean and clear, cleansing out the old thought forms and patterns is necessary to be a conduit and channel to receive the one source, prime creator, God essence. This is our return to innocence within our own sacred gardens of the heart, purifying and revitalizing the systems, allowing yourself to be more available, wrapping yourself in a warm cloak of love to soothe any parts of the self that have been left behind, calling them all back to wholeness in the now. The powerful present moment contains the all. And we ask for there to be a synergy and a symphony between the mind, the heart, and the womb. So the higher octave of wisdom and intelligence can pulse through and activate all of the consciousness codes that represent this new reality. Living at the leading edge of existence of the golden divine. Asking Source to share the golden nuggets of wisdom from this place, a deeper understanding of the mind, of the power path, of my own personal journey and the collective need and desire to grow for freedom, choice, and higher purpose. The mind has been tuned in its beta state to navigate the earth plane from point A to point B with memory and linear time as its projection force into the future, preparing, bracing, eliminating the threat of harm by calculating and predicting the future based on certain outcomes. When it's been tuned to fear-based mechanisms, as most of our programming has to this point, it can run amok and take over to brace against future unwanted illusions, all based in separation. We're all receiving a hefty dose of threat and fear from the externalized appearances, which are triggering deep-seated subconscious memories and programs to fear death, loss, they're coming up to be dealt with, seen, and revealed in a deeper way than when there is just status quo and low-level harmony. What you normally experience as harmony is not even close to the octave of living that you're capable of. And this is a deep cleansing and reset for society in general. Sometimes loss is the great motivator and impetus for massive change. Yet if the stories are bought into and the mind runs amok, there will be deep-seated contraction and loss of power in the belief systems that are being bought and sold as true. The best course of action right now that you can do is be present, aware, and watch the programs running in the mind, feel them deeply, question them, and get curious about what is real, what is wanted, and what is needed for the next steps forward to be the powerful, deliberate creators you came here to be. Going along with the mass unconsciousness will lead to further destruction until one makes the conscious choice to awaken to the individualized power and the collective consciousness that is the new codes seated on the earth at this time. They need to be watered and nourished to blossom. They are there. The new earth is awaiting your alignment with it, attention to what is wanted, and inspired action steps forward are the keys and the way to opening the gates. If one chooses to push against, contract and close in the face of these old realities surfacing, there will be a delay until one individually gets understands, embodies, realizes, and chooses again. The challenges that you are facing are here to serve you, as difficult as it is to believe in the moment. Facing one's fears and returning to love and innocence is the biggest soul work one can do on their path in this lifetime. The pot is being stirred deliberately, not just by external forces, but by internal guidance. What can be used in the outer world as seen as harm for the inner realms is seen as grace. Difficult to believe in the moment that this alchemy is possible through a shift in perception, a deeper understanding. But the truth will always prevail. It is better to embody the higher truth in the moment than at the end of the road when all is seen clearly. Returning to innocence in one's own heart, reclaiming the worthiness, the joy, the beauty way, walking the spirit path is the biggest work of courageousness at this time, in the face of the dissonance. Choosing alignment, higher octave resonance, trusting the inner guidance, following the internal compass is huge, big work. It is done, it can be done, it will be done. Giving up the old ways is necessary and creates a smoother journey. Holding on to, grappling with, struggling with, fighting with any stories, thoughts, belief systems, people, places, and things will create a sluggish, uncomfortable, bumpy path. Allow the true spirit of your being to pave the way, show the way. This entourage of energies is here serving at this time. To become a blended being, embodying more soul self while in physical form is the greatest victory. The mind is being recalibrated, adjusting, to these higher frequencies and octaves. The body being rewired, the energy body, so that there is a more symphonic, harmonic coding between mental, emotional, physical, psycho-spiritual states. An integration into wholeness is necessary. Encouraging deep practices in it and surrounding yourself with environments that are conducive for this up-leveling. Will create a coherence in the field that allows for deeper resonance, alignment, and optimal health. There is constant communication from Divine Self pouring down through you when tuned to the channel of higher mind, unconditional love, and deep joy. Activating states of happiness, well-being, and true peace are signals and signs of the fine-tuning and recalibration. Pay attention to the contractions in the field. The moments of dissonance are showing the pathways and programs. Follow them, explore them. When we shine the light of consciousness on them with an eye of curiosity and the intention for deeper understanding, we are dismantling the patterns and rearranging the DNA to take back the purpose, power, plan of our original divine star seeds. Feel into your heart space. Recognize the truth when you hear it. Find the deeper wisdom that is encouraging and nudging and egging you on the path of empowerment, self-discovery, realization, enlightenment. In this way, embrace every change, difficulty, challenge as perfect representation of the whole, wanting integration, assimilation, and a return to the oneness of innocence. Every person is on their own path, in their own version of reality, walking themselves home. parallel lives, all living simultaneously within this time-space reality. Choose wisely for yourself. For each person is in their own choice point. Learn the lessons, value the experiences that are reflections from the outer world, and use them as your teachers to make high choice. Gathering the knowledge, the wisdom, the understanding to live in divine grace, nobility codes, virtuous inspired action. We learn just as deeply from what not to do as by seeing what to do. They are both valuable and setting us on the path to completion. Within the infinite possibilities along the lines of time, there is every version of reality available as frequency holders. Returning to the highest octave of the hollow spheres releases us from these timelines to come back into unity consciousness. Within the attainment of the wholeness paradigm. Speak, act, and wish upon yourself and others what it is you truly want to receive. It is important at this time that we clean up our mind, clarify our intentions, and live from a purified state of truth essence. Trusting in this divine plan is a reflection of the aligned heart. Beyond past experiences and future projections, there lies a power point at the zero state of the now-ment, which is the only place that we can operate from in co-creation with our divine essence, core self. Planning, projecting, moving the energies too far forward in the timeline strains the power of the now and the life force from the physical form, power centers, and energy bodies. as we come closer to operating purely and fully in the now, our joy, peace and harmony are returned to their natural state. Bliss, believingness, true knowingness exists here now when everything else is set down. Knowing that it's all perfectly balanced. Well-being resides in this place of connection. All systems are online and in line with the higher purpose. Optimal radiant health in connection with divine self returns to all levels of the form. Awareness of the formless comes into place. Source energy pulses through every atom and cell. Tapping into that level of infinite intelligence brings us the confidence cooperation, competence, and vitality that is needed to move through the world with a certainty and surety in our step, a commitment and dedication to operating within the collective with more grace and ease. We are given the encouragement and vigor and vitality that is needed when plugged in, empowered from this source place. Giving full permission for our high council, entourage, divine self, sourcial energy, core being to operate through us. Being of service to the divine path, an empowered play. We are committed to enjoying this lifelong journey. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I open up to embodying this light, emanating and sharing it with the world as a living embodied example Namaste. Aho aloha.